one. Thank you for clicking on the video today. So I recently came across the Anvil Hammer and I've been using it a lot. I used it, I'm going to tell you I used it against Rubina, Saint of the Bird. I had a good fight. You can see the fight in my previous video. I don't want to reuse it. So I'm not going to show it in this one. I don't know why I used it in the previous video, but yeah, I had some fun. So the reason why I like the Anvil Hammer is I love exploring the Shadow Realm or the lands in between. I just love the exploration in Elden Ring. And you know, for bosses, I think everyone has a setup that they do that gives them the maximum damage output. But when you're exploring, these enemies are tough, but they're not as tough as bosses. So, you know, you have some wiggle room to use and try certain weapons. And for my exploration, I've been using the Anvil Hammer, and I'm having a great time with it. Before we jump into, you know, where to get it from and all of that, at plus 10, it has a C scaling in strength, E scaling in dexterity and intelligence, and D in faith. And you need 39 points in strength, 10 in dexterity, 11 in intelligence, and 20 in faith to wield it. I'll just show you where to get the hammer from, and then I'll show you where you can get the Lactors, Black Feathers, and the Claw Talisman. I know they're both from the base game. Most of you would already have it. But I just want to show, for those who don't have it, they can use this for you to get it. So from the castle front side of Grace, we're going to go southeast and then to turn towards the south. Towards this enemy camp. This is to get to Ruin Forge Lava intake to get the Anvil Hammer. There will be some enemies but you can easily escape them. You need to fight them. Here we have our Blood Fiends. They used to have the best weapon, but it got nerfed. Not as good now as it used to be. And we're just coming up on the Ruin Forge Lava intake. It's an interesting dungeon. It has a small puzzle. I think we all like Elden Ring puzzles. Its puzzle is not that complicated. It's not even probably a puzzle. We just need to pull a lever. But still. So there are some enemies here. The first time I visited, I think there are 4 rock trolls here. They're quite easy to get if you get behind them and attack from the back. They take a lot of damage. It's their weak spot. But if you just keep hitting them from the front, it's not going to do much. There's one down there as well, but we're going to skip it. Because we're going to take an ultimate route. It's going to jump. We're going to make another jump and go right. Now we're going to come up on a lever that we need to push. I've already pushed it, so the pike that you see in front of you, it comes down and then you can just climb on it and go up to the forge to get the Anvil Hammer. There'll be a slight armor change because there's dungeon before with a different armor set. I didn't have the Anvil Hammer then. Ever since I got the Anvil Hammer, I prefer wearing the Lactors, Black Feathers. That's a good weapon to use with jumping attacks. Yeah, now we're going to get the Anvil Hammer and an ancient dragon slipping stone from this forge once we examine it. Now that we have the weapon, we'll go get the Claw Talisman. Basically, you go to the Rampart Site of Grace in Stormvale. And then you make a jump. I always like to run when I'm making a jump. I don't know if it's the old gamer in me, but I always like to I had a small run up before I jump, and this is to get the claw talisman. I think most of you would have it, but some of you don't have it, you know. This is where you can find it. It's not that hard to get. Basically, you just take the route that Gostock tells you about, like the side door, and you will come up on the Rampart side of Grace, and then you can just follow the steps and get these enemies. The chicken leg used to be really good. Like, I mean, everyone at one point used it, and it was a very good weapon. I used it. I enjoyed it a lot. No, there's one enemy left, so when I come back. Although it's not attacking us, but you know, why not? And now we're gonna go up and get the claw talisman, which will increase our jumping attacks. And it pays with the Raptor's black feathers. So, yeah, we get more damage without jumping attacks. So now that we have the claw talisman, I'm also going to show you where you can get the Raptor's black feathers from. If you don't have it yet, you get it from the Sage's Cave in Athos Plateau. And basically from the Erdtree Grazings Hill side of Grace, you just go straight and make a left. This is also the area where you, I think, come across Millicent if you're following her quest, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so you head, but when you make a turn, where you see all those funeral carriages, and you do get attacked by a dragon, but you can easily skip it. I mean, it's very easily skippable. So when I started, just a quick insight on what kind of a old gamer I was. When I started, I used to come here to farm, right? Because there were some omens, and then some Miranda flowers up ahead, that I would come here and I would farm for runes. And then I discovered Morgwyn Palace, so no, that really helped me over and over my character. Yeah, so we're just coming up on the Sage's Cave. It's a pretty straightforward cave. It just has some illuminary walls and some visual tricks. So you'll see two chests very similar twice or thrice in the tunnel, which is kind of confusing. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward. I like using the St. Gina's torch. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I like the purple hue that it gets you. Enemy. These are those enemies that you kill and then, you know, they come back to life, so have to be careful with them and kill them twice. Once for the first time and then they're respawning. So you saw those two chests, right? You want to see them multiple times ahead as well, which is why it's slightly confusing and you lose a sense of direction. So I think it's meant to be like one of those tunnels or catacombs where you're meant to lose your sense of direction. I'm fine with these two enemies, but this guy gave arrow why? This guy gave me a tough time. I think I didn't kill him properly the first time. I just tried to run away, and then all of them came back together. Again, see two chests. Now I'm thinking here. Have I been here already? Do the talents from here. Yeah, and at this point I realized I need more health. Now I want to fight those guys. Because I want to show people how to get the raptors, black feathers. Not to show them how I suck at the game. So yeah, this is where you get the raptors, black feathers from. You get the hen from here as well, the skeeter mask, skeletal mask. So now that you have that setup complete, this was the Ash of War. It has a good AoE effect, a good AoE attack. So whenever you are flustered by enemies, you can just use it to get some space. I didn't like it. Love killing these blood feeds. The weapon doesn't work as good as it used to. It's fun to see them. So for my setup, I use the two-handed talisman. I use the claw talisman, and I use the axe talisman and the dragon crest great shield. For my flask, since this hammer does some fire damage, I use the fire shouting Gragdeer and the stone bark Gragdeer to do stance damage. This weapon does really good stance damage. I read on Fexshell it does 200 plus stance damage. It is good. You do get some good stance breaks. I was fighting Romina with it. But I think I broke her stance twice in the same fight. So that was quite fun. But yeah, so overall, I hope you guys like exploring with this weapon. It's a fun weapon to have, and I hope you guys also enjoyed the video. I got some feedback on my video previously. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, if you know, you don't have to subscribe, you don't have to like. I'm at a growing stage right now, so more than subscribers and likes, I want a lot of feedback. I want to improve my videos. Don't give me the feedback that I shouldn't be making videos, because I do enjoy doing it. But yeah, just let me know what I do. I know it's a long journey, but I do want to improve, so yeah. You don't need to subscribe, you don't need to like, but if you can leave a comment on how I should improve, that would be super helpful. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed playing with the Anvil Hammer. You know, if you want to watch more videos, I'll add them to this stream right now. And yeah, if you're on subscribing, feel free to. Have a good day. Thank you.